0.
Hey there, my viewers. It's your good old friend here, Team Alright, and this is another special podcast. I have a guest here. He has never been on this thing. Go ahead and plug your social media if you want to. Take it away, man.
What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore on YouTube. Peter Gilmore YouTube channel, Killer Demons, PG Rants, all those other great channels that you should subscribe to now. And if you're on Facebook, just type Peter Gilmore. Twitter, I'm on twitter.com/Gilmore Inc. INC in capital letters. Also on vidme.com.
Okay, is that all your social media accounts?
That's all my social media accounts.
Okay, first thing first, this is the only thing we're going to discuss until other discussions. What's your thoughts on Tyson Kidd and his injury? Are you kind of disappointed it took this long? And then I know Samoa Joe killed Tyson Kidd, or not really, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on this? I know I sent you an article. What's your thoughts on this injury from Samoa Joe first?
You know, when it happened, I was like, "Oh crap! They're gonna ban the Muscle Buster," which we haven't seen him use lately.
Yeah.
Now he's using the coquina. So I guess they Joe not to use it anymore because of what happened to Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, but that was just a freak accident. That was just
I don't know what Vince and Triple H were saying. You know, it probably went like this. You know, Joe, I don't want you to use the coquina.
Yeah.
I mean the Muscle Buster.
Yeah, you know, it was just a freak accident. He didn't mean to hurt him, did he?
Yeah, I mean it's like with Seth Rollins. He used the curb stomp.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt off the curb stomp, I don't think.
No, I like that better than when he used the pedigree for Mania season. That was stupid, but whatever. And then off the record, now he has another move, the knee, the high knee. That's a stupid move. Come on, Seth, dumb. But tell the viewers about the latest news about Tyson Kidd. I sent you the article, so go ahead, man.
Yeah, Tyson Kidd is coming back to the WWE. Not in a wrestling role. It's going to be in a non-wrestling role, meaning, I don't know, ambassador or something like that. Maybe something with NXT. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what this could be, but maybe a commentator on Main Event. I don't know.
Or maybe, just maybe, he's going to take over for Daniel Bryan once he leaves the company, because Daniel Bryan is not going to be staying with the WWE. We all know that, you know?
Yeah, Daniel Bryan is leaving next year. His contract's up next year, I believe.
Yep.
I think he said like 400 and some odd days.
Yep.
And he was teasing going to Ring of Honor.
Yep.
I would mark the fuck out if I saw him coming back to Ring of Honor. I would mark the fuck out.
Because what's going to happen if he gets injured again? It'll be all on Daniel Bryan, you know? What?
Yeah.
See?
That's right.
But he just got a kid in his life, so what's more important, making money or wrestling? I know it's both, but I guess you can make more money. What?
Go ahead.
I guess when he's doing this commissioner thing, he's making money, but not as much money if you want to be a wrestler, right? Or is it the same?
I don't know how much money he would get on a non-wrestling role, but he was making a lot good money when he was a wrestler.
Oh yeah, I mean
the whole thing with Cesaro. I think they were 2-time tag champions.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, Natalia was his wife/manager.
Yeah. Speaking of her, I think it's stupid they don't give her off the record. It's stupid that they should give her the Mrs. Money to Bring, like a big old swerve instead of Carmella. I don't think she deserves it at all. I don't give a darn what people say.
Yeah, I know. People saying that Carmella doesn't need it. She doesn't deserve it. She'll be a boring champion when she cashes in.
She is.
That's what they're going with. They originally had Carmella and Naomi in a hair versus hair match.
Oh really?
That's what they were having.
Wow, thank God they got rid of that.
Yeah, I personally I don't want to see either one of them mauled.
Nope, but I think they kind of rushed this with this Mr. Mrs. Money Bank. They should have done this like last year for the but more build up. Maybe they were a little less than. Maybe they'll put more athletes. I think they should put Tamina winning the thing because her dad just passed away not that long ago. So that
is interesting. Tamina winning that and maybe cashing in on Naomi. That would have been interesting.
Yes.
But they didn't pull the trigger.
Nope.
Like always, WWE they hype somebody like Baron Corbin.
Yep.
They hype him up so good. Now they give Baron Corbin the Money in the Bank. What's gonna happen with it? Is he gonna cash in and win, or is he gonna cash in and lose?
Fail.
I'm hoping he cashes in and wins. He's the most deserving person that should be a champion right now. Him and Bray Wyatt. Well, Bray Wyatt was champion, but...
Yeah, well, WWE dropped the ball with that. We all know that for sure, because ever since...
Why did they give it back to Randy Orton?
It's stupid. Why did they give it to John Cena at the Rumble? That's dumb, too.
Oh, God.
Very stupid.
Get me started on Cena.
Well, it's too much politics backstage. We all know that.
Oh, yeah, it's Cena politics.
Yep.
About the children. I want to win 17 titles.
He don't need... I told everybody before, I'm not too sure if you listened to my podcast before, but he don't need to be double dreaded. It's the only guy who should do that is Ric Flair, and that's it. I don't give a darn, any belt. I know we're going off the record here, but it's stupid, but I guess... John Cena's sucking up to McMahon. I bet Triple H is sucking up to McMahon back in the day when he used to wrestle full time, but whatever,
Yeah.
But I still like Triple H.
If I saw anybody that would have broke Flair's record, would have been Triple H.
Yeah, I don't mind. He's the only guy I don't mind. But
I wouldn't have minded it. I wouldn't have minded, but Cena breaking it.
No, you know why? Because I think 06, 07, something like that. He was Super Cena.
Give it to him anyway.
He was Super Cena, and because he dominated the Raw roster and not SmackDown roster. But whatever,
Yeah, and they're gonna give him the belt. I bet you they're gonna give him the belt at SummerSlam against Jinder.
Yep.
Because he's making this big comeback on Tuesday.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, I know.
But back to what I was saying about Tyson. It's sad that he got injured. I think he was on a shelf. What did they say? 2 years? He was out on a shelf.
He was supposed to be out a year, I think.
Damn. Well, I think he should just.
How long he's been out for? Like 2 years now.
I think, from my opinion, he should just hang it up, retire, and just collect disability if they can.
I think so too. Just get your money.
Yep.
Just that's what I think Daniel Bryan's doing.
Don't be stupid and keep wrestling, and it's gonna hurt you in the future. Don't be dumb, but he will be.
Daniel Bryan's got a kid now, so now he has to be really careful. He could be paralyzed for life, and then his kid's gonna grow up, and he can't even do anything.
Nope.
He can't hug her. He can't stay with her. He can't do anything.
Nope. If I was Daniel Bryan, resign with WWE. I know this sounds stupid, and it's more safer than he could be. I know he's doing a good job on SmackDown. I know you prefer him on ROH, but what's more important, your health or or your family? I know.
Go ahead.
I know your health is more important than overall than health and your family is more important. But I guess he has one more run. He wants to go ROH or whatever, whoever signs him,
Yeah.
But I think that he wants him back, so they're gonna try to resign him. But probably Daniel Bryan's gonna deny it,
Yeah.
But
if Daniel Bryan went to Ring of Honor, I would think he'd be like an ambassador like Harry Silken is, and just have like maybe a GM type role like in Ring of Honor, like what Nigel had, being like the semi booker thing. I think that Daniel Bryan would do that. That's what I think. I don't think he'd come back and have like one more match or anything. It would be nice, but you got to worry about his health and his.
And what's gonna happen if he gets hurt in ROH and watch though he says, we told Daniel Bryan he was so damn stubborn. Watch. Yeah. Because if you watch Total Divas, he tried to come back, and it never happened.
Yeah.
And
he said he's all ready. He wants to come back, and the WWE doctors don't want to clear him.
Yep.
He leaves WWE. He goes to Ring of Honor, and then the doctors. I don't even know there's doctors at Ring of Honor. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know. I think they have like special staff there. I really don't know about the backstage stuff with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of it since 2006.
Wow. You know what? I know this match is never gonna happen. Daniel Bryan for CM Punk and Mania or any kind of main event. It never happened, and I wish it did. You know.
Well, we did see them in the ring one time. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, but never.
No, wait. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking it was. Wait, I know the both were champions. I think they had 1 or 2 matches together, and both of them were pretty epic.
Yeah, but they never met at any Mania before, and that's bullcrap. That's bullcrap.
I get you saying.
That's bullcrap, but that's WWE for you. See, WWE loves, you know the history, WWE loves the big guys like Taker, Batista, Mark Henry. The list goes on and on. McMahon is not a big fan of Rey Mysterio, Daniel Bryan, or CM Punk, but the fans...
I like big guys!
Yeah,
Teresa! No, that's what... See, my Vince McMahon impression is like kind of almost spot on, but it's hard to do sometimes.
But there's a lot of guys in WWE deserves a shot, and I mentioned this before. I'm gonna say it again. I hate part-timers, especially when they go after the belt. Like Lesnar, stupid decision. You did it once, WWE. Now you gotta do it again. Hello, dumb.
Yeah.
But we all know he's gonna keep the belt until WrestleMania, probably 34 and 35 and 37, maybe WrestleMania 40, probably. You know.
Who's this?
Lesnar, he's gonna keep the belt that long until WrestleMania 40. I'm just kidding, my viewers. You know. He's gonna go down the aisle in a freaking wheelchair because he's too old to defend it. You know.
Yeah.
He don't need to come back anymore. He should just retire. Put him in the freaking Hall of Fame if he accepts it. You know.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go in the Hall of Fame. That's a definite.
If he accepts it, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't think he would.
But they should put Sable in there too. But so far they
yeah, actually, Sable should go in.
Yeah.
She should have went in instead of Beth fucking Phoenix.
I like Beth Phoenix, but she wasn't ready. I don't think so.
And I say Beth fucking Phoenix because of my rant that got 600 views, by the way.
Wow. I told you, probably the only reason she's in there because of Edge, but, you know...
Edge, yep, Edge said something to Vince.
Yep. Actually, it should be...
Vince, it's always freaking Vince. Vince, actually, I think, heads the Hall of Fame committee, I think.
Probably.
I mean, I was watching, I think it was Hogan Knows Best, brother. And there was an episode where Hogan was on the phone with Vince, and Vince was kind of, I think this was when he came back at,
yeah, 05.
5. Came back at WrestleMania, or was it,
yeah, WrestleMania 21, it was in LA, yep.
Yeah, he came in and helped, I think, Eugene against Muhammad Hassan and Davari.
Yep.
Yeah. Because, they were talking about him going into the Hall of Fame, but didn't he go in earlier than that?
No.
When did he go in, actually?
Oh,
I don't even remember.
05.
Oh, he went in 05?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing that I understand... The thing I understand...
Where they got it from.
The thing I understand, Peter, is so stupid how WWE is. You gotta put... Right, off the record, you gotta put Ric Flair twice? Why? Just because he was in... the Four Horsemen and his single... What is it? If WWE is smart, you should put one wrestler at a time, and that's it. That's dumb, you know?
And you think about it, if they put Evolution in, he'll be a 3-time Hall of Famer.
That's stupid.
Yeah. They should just put them in, put these people in just as singles wrestlers, not with factions and tag team. Not tag teams, but just put them in single without and not factions.
Yep.
You could be like 50 freaking factions, and they all go into the Hall of Fame. And like, oh, okay, how many fingers do I have?
Yep.
You know.
Let me see here. I'm watching right now the best WWE pay-per-views in 2011. The Hell in a Cell, Triple H. I mean, not Triple H. Punk, The Real, and John Cena for the belt. So.
Oh yes.
Because I can't watch the network right now because I'm having a little issues.
Yeah.
So it was I think 2011 was a pretty decent year, right?
Yes. 6 years since Punk delivered the biggest pipe bomb ever.
Yeah, that was yesterday, and I cannot believe it. Now, do you think all that stuff was
I'm actually going to do a video about that.
Yeah, I did it yesterday. Do you think? I really wish they didn't cut off his mic. Can you just imagine?
Oh, so he would have went off. I don't know what else he would have said, but I think they should have just let him go on.
Yeah. Well, why did it cut off? Is it because they're really pissed, or was it part of the storyline?
Maybe it was part of the storyline. I don't know.
Did he mention that in his documentary? Or no? Punk.
I don't think he did. I have to rewatch the Punk DVD.
Yeah.
I don't think he mentioned that it was a storyline or anything. I think it was just a straight shoot. But I think he said it was kind of scripted.
Oh.
I think it was kind of scripted, so maybe I think the stuff with Ring of Honor wasn't part shoot.
Okay.
Cole Cabana and being a Paul Heyman guy. Nobody knew that because Paul Heyman wasn't in the company at the time.
Oh.
And that's how they brought Heyman back with Punk.
Got it. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining Raw about SmackDown. It's going to get better, right? Eventually? Or do you think it's going to be like this forever now? Raw and SmackDown. Especially Raw.
Raw just sucks right now. It is like watching paint dry.
I mean, I still watch it, but I have my laptop on, and I don't watch it like I used to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
They are so desperate for ratings on Monday night. It's not funny. I mean, you get this, the VAR ball guy?
Yeah, that's.
And he has his son cursing up a storm?
Yeah, how are they allowed to say that?
I was like, I so wanted to just turn off Raw and watch something else. Watch the Met game or something like that. Or watch a baseball game or like anything on TV except for that segment.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that's not fair. He can say it, but Hogan can't. He's in trouble. I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he get in trouble for that? Do you know?
Vince McMahon said the N-word. I don't remember what year it was.
Yeah, that was 06.
06.
Yep.
He came up to Cena and said, "What's up, Mike?"
Yeah, don't say it. Yeah. Yep. I don't think it's a big deal, but for some other people, it is a big deal. So I understand.
Yeah, and then like Curtis Axel was getting so much heat because he said what he said on Twitter.
Big deal.
I know. He said it sucked. Braun Strowman said I would have came out and beat the crap out of all of them, which would have been nice.
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna suspend these guys because they said?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I really don't know. They could go back to the old days when bringing the gators and freaking have the snake pit with all the freaking snakes and the Brother Love show, the funeral parlor.
Yeah, but it don't matter now because it's a different era. That's what I'm saying. It was great in the 80s. It was great.
There's really no talk shows on WWE besides not the cutting edge. Well, there's sometimes the cutting edge when Edge is there.
The Miz, I think
the highlight reel.
I think the Miz talk show is good, but it's getting burned out. He needs he needs to wrestle full time again.
Who's this, Miz?
Yeah.
I thought he was full time.
He is, but it seems like he's always doing that Don talk show a lot. That wastes too much.
That's right.
That wastes too much airtime.
Yeah, like we haven't seen him in a match since the last pay-per-view. Maybe a couple of Raws ago.
Yeah,
he's still doing his stupid storyline with Dean Ambrose, who's even a bigger dork.
Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Dean Ambrose, but as a Shield only,
Yeah.
But maybe one day they will reunited. You never know. Maybe that's why they're on the same show. I don't know. But how old is Tyson Kidd? He's got to be what, in his 30s or 40s?
He's got to be in his 30s at least. I think.
Okay.
Beats me.
Man, and then it makes me mad that Natalya, last time she got a major push was 2010, and that's it. I guess she pushed the young ladies.
She's just there as the veteran, kind of like what Mickie James is doing, even though Mickie James is not wrestling that much.
Nope. She should. I mean, I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of this, but I cannot stand part-timers as the women or the guys. They should win any belts.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind if they help the young women and the young guys, but don't win any damn belts. They don't need it in any other career. They don't.
Yeah, I know. I think they just give it to them, just like, oh, you were a 6-time champion. We'll give you one last run.
Yeah.
Just for nostalgia reasons.
Yep, stupid, but whatever. And then people are bitching because Sasha's not heel. You know, it don't matter for me if she's heel or face. I like her.
I don't think Sasha will ever turn heel. I really don't think so.
Same thing for Bayley. Bayley's not a heel type. She isn't.
Oh, if they ever turned Bayley heel, it would be the worst day in WWE history.
Yep, and now
how is she gonna be portrayed? I mean, we won't know, but I just don't think she'll pull it off.
And then Alexa Bliss, I can't imagine her as face. That will be better. Keep her as a heel for the rest of her career if she's gonna be there that long. You know.
Who's this?
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think her as a face would work either.
Same thing for when The Rock was the heel. The Hollywood, it was not really that great for him in my eyes.
Hollywood Rock sucked. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
But that's why you know who took over? The Miz. That gimmick.
Yep.
And you ever notice that the wrestlers say the same old garbage every single week? They don't mix things up.
Yeah, I know.
But that's not their fault. It's the creators of the show.
Like I'm hearing the same promo every week. I'm like, oh, you said that last week.
I mean, I still watched Raw, but not like I watch it like I'm focusing on Raw. I have my laptop. I'm on Twitter or wherever, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Are you looking forward to? Are you looking for?
Raw needs a shake-up. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm thinking they need to bring back Stephanie and Triple H at the Authority. Bring back the Authority. Maybe you get some ratings here and there, but I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, when is she gonna come back?
That's the only thing I can see. That's the only thing I can see is bringing Stephanie and Triple H back on television.
Yeah, but when is she gonna come back? Jesus, she's been gone for a while now.
Yeah, she's been gone since WrestleMania.
Damn, how many months she gets off? Damn.
That's 2 months, I think now.
I guess she was on vacation. She was on vacation at first. I mean, she's back to work, but not on TV. So,
yeah.
From my point of view, she needs to stay away for good. But in the good part is, and the bad part is, CW fans rely on her, Triple H, and Vince all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got this whole thing with Kurt Angle, this big thing that's looming over him. Don't know it's gonna be Stephanie coming back to fire him.
He's not gonna get fired.
It's gonna lead to Angle Triple H sometime soon. I don't know when. Maybe SummerSlam, but I doubt it.
Watch they push.
We already talked about it the last couple weeks.
What they quieted it down?
Yeah, they haven't said anything.
So maybe it's not gonna happen at SummerSlam. Maybe it's gonna happen at Mania season. I don't know.
I think it might happen at Mania. I think it's gonna happen at Mania, and I think Angle will probably win. I mean, it really doesn't matter who wins because both of them are like gonna be in the Hall of Fame soon anyway. Oh, yeah. Kurt Angle's in the Hall of Fame. Triple H is gonna get in the Hall of Fame probably next year or the year after or sometime soon.
Yep, and then actually I prefer at SummerSlam because probably the card is not gonna be that great anyway. You know, the card.
Well, they really don't have any matches lined up right now.
Well, yeah, well.
The only thing that's actually on the card is Roman Reigns. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I think there's nothing on there. I thought it was gonna be Roman, but I forgot it was Roman and becomes the number one contender.
Yep.
So, and I hope Braun wins. I don't really want to see Roman Reigns against Brock.
Hey, that'd be funny if out of nowhere, Taker comes out and shock the world and then beat the crap out of Roman at that pay-per-view, but it's not gonna happen probably.
Nah. I think Taker's just gonna ride off into the sunset and go in the Hall of Fame next year. Yep.
But you never know, but the problem is WWE on Raw. I mean, I like SmackDown, but they need a kick in the butt. They need be more edgier every single week. I know.
They're gonna push the envelope a little bit.
But they won't do that because it's not TV and the viewership. I mean, ads don't like that anymore. It's not like the good old days, you know. They could do anything they want to now. Ownership, I mean sponsorship don't like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's for the kids. Who cares? It was the I know, you know. I guess if something big happens, then people will tune in. But I don't understand it, you know. I watch it regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a big time main event, you know. Then people will watch, but right? No. Last few months, Raw sucked. SmackDown has had its moments. This week, SmackDown was actually good. And Raw, really.
Well, I think that the shake-up was never necessary. They should leave it as it is, you know? They should never happen.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Superstar shake-up.
It's stupid. And that was, I guess Bray Wyatt was in trouble. Is that why they, he went to Raw? Is that why they did it? Or is he?
I don't know.
And what's your thoughts on him and JoJo now?
Bray Wyatt, the eater of worlds and ass.
Stupid.
I don't know. I mean, it sucks because he has a wife and I think he has kids with her.
Now,
you know,
this is
banging a girl that's like 20 years younger.
I know she's pretty hot, but in my case, I mean, in his opinion, if you gonna wrestle, don't get freaking married. You're never home anyway.
Yeah.
And probably like Randy Orton. I know he has a beautiful wife. How do we know for sure if he's not cheating on her? We don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know. That's why, like you said, don't get married because you can go out, be on the road. I mean, like, look at Randy Orton. He's married. You don't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
Yep. I wish we found out. That'd be a great documentary, but then Orton would be very pissed off.
Yeah.
But
pissed off.
And I know Dean Ambrose is married to what's her face?
Renee.
Yeah. How do we know that he's cheating or she's cheating? We don't know.
Yeah, but I think Renee's on SmackDown and Dean's on Raw.
Yeah. See.
Who knows what's going on?
And I mean, she's okay, but she's not the hottest woman on WWE. But whatever. But
I would become a wrestler only for the money and the fame and the bank chicks. That's it. That's the only thing I'll become a wrestler for.
And then
have a hot ass ballet. That's it.
Most of these girls, they can't wrestle, but you know, is there a dream match you want to see at WrestleMania 34? Is it 34? We're coming up.
34.
Is there a dream match you really want to see, but it's not gonna happen?
Angle Bryan.
Yeah.
Battle of the GMs.
What about
I would pay to see that. Angle versus Bryan.
What about Kurt Angle versus Lesnar again?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
I mean, it might be a good match, but a dream match. I mean, because we already seen it at what was WrestleMania 20. Damn, I forget. 23, I think.
No, 18. I think 18 or 19.
Oh, it's 18. Okay. I don't know my WrestleMania by heart, so.
Yep. I was at WrestleMania 20, and I saw a Triple H match, you know, and then Chris Benoit and HBK. That was a classic main event that year.
The man that shall not be named, Chris Benoit.
I still like him, but it's sad what he did to his family, you know.
Yeah. He had a Hall of Fame career, and he just fucked it up.
Yep.
And then you could say, like, oh, the concussions made him do it. They did this and that, you know.
We will never know, and that's why.
No.
That's why WWE went to PG, and that's it. It's never gonna change.
Yep. Like I mentioned in my Chris Benoit video, like, what would have happened if Chris Benoit didn't do what he did? He would have won the ECW title.
Yep.
Had a feud with Punk. Punk would probably beat him.
Yep.
And Punk would go to John Morrison.
Yeah. Can you imagine Punk versus Chris Benoit? Oh my gosh.
Stupid having Chris Benoit go to ECW.
Yeah, that was stupid, but
I think it was on SmackDown.
I mean, that'd be a good match. CM Punk, Chris Benoit, because that was supposed to happen that year. That'd be a great match. Holy crap.
Yeah. Benoit and Punk could have been a great match.
And Punk is still young, you know, like, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe, he could headline Mania again, Chris Benoit, but whatever. He only had one main event.
Yeah, I could have saw him being ECW champion for a couple months, losing it to Punk probably at maybe SummerSlam or one of the September, October pay-per-views, then go back to SmackDown or Raw, win, and then maybe get thrust in the main event picture, maybe winning the title and going to WrestleMania as the champ.
Yep.
I could have saw that.
Yeah, he could keep being wrestling, and I don't know how old was he until he died?
Oh, damn.
30s or 40s?
I think it was close to 40.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that happened, but
It was close to 40.
I met him. I got his autograph a while back.
Nice.
Yep. So I don't know if that's gonna be legit. I mean, worth any money? Probably not. But let me see here. Did you see the video? About the article about Tyson Kidd, what Samoa Joe did to him. You see that video?
Yeah, you showed it to me.
Okay. When did it happen? 2 years ago?
It happened at a house show.
But it says Superstars. Is that Superstars?
I think it was on Superstars.
Is that still on? Or was that canceled, that show?
I don't care. I know Main Event's still around. They do the tapings for Main Event, but they show it on the WWE Network. I don't even think they do Superstars anymore.
Okay. I used to watch a Main Event when it first aired.
Yeah, when it was on Wednesdays. Yeah, when it was on Wednesday nights on Ion.
Yep. So why did they get rid of it? Is it because of the viewership? Is that why they put it on the network?
Yeah, I think it was low ratings.
Oh. Do you think eventually Raw will be on the network?
I think everything will be on the network.
It should be.
Yeah. I think all wrestling stuff will probably be on the
Yep.
all WWE related stuff will be on.
Yeah, because for example, if you miss Raw, you can always go. You can always go back.
Right.
Or if you have a DVR to record, but who records Raw these days? Exactly, you know.
Not many people.
Nope. But do you think Tyson Kidd is a Hall of Famer or not yet? I mean, I don't think so because.
No, he hasn't done it. He hasn't really done anything.
Nope. The only great moment, I think it was Tag Team Champions, and then the other moment, he helped his cousin Bret Hart at WrestleMania 26. That match sucked. I was there. And,
oh my god.
Yeah, it was awful. Train wreck. But overall, he did nothing. He was part of Total Divas, but he was part of Total Divas with his wife. But you know what? He don't need to wrestle because she's making all the money.
Basically.
So he could just
work.
Yeah, he could just sit around and play video games and eat bonbons or whatever he's got to do.
Yeah, he's getting paid handsomely.
Now,
I don't even know if he still has a contract, really. But
do they still get paid if they get injured that long?
I don't know, actually. I don't know, because I think it depends on the contract.
Okay.
And how many years they sign for.
Okay.
I think the minimum years, I think it's 3 years for WWE.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame, but the wife will, maybe.
Natalya? Maybe.
Hey, if they put...
she was Divas champion.
Yeah, if they put Beth Phoenix in, she's going to get in and watch.
She has to get in. She has to. I don't care if it takes 20 years. She has to get in.
Yep. But
I'm saying it right now. The next year, it has to be China or Ivory or Sable.
Or what about Victoria?
I put Victoria there too. Molly Holly.
And I'm so glad no guest this year. Woo! Thank God, no celebrity guest.
Oh yeah, there wasn't this year. Thank God.
That was this.
I think they ran out. They ran out of people, I think.
Or maybe they all denied it, or maybe they stopped doing it. Hopefully they stopped it.
I was thinking that it was going to be Shaq because it's in Orlando.
Yeah.
I think they actually were going to put him in the Hall of Fame, and then have the match with Big Show.
Yeah.
But then since that disintegrated, I guess they said, okay, we're not going to put you in the Hall of Fame this year.
I don't think no celebrity should be in there just because they made a Raw appearance back in the day. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
What's next year? Next year, Hugh Jackman's gonna get in.
Why you say that?
I just have a feeling.
I don't think anybody should be in a Hall of Fame.
WWE be stupid.
Don't you think it should be just wrestlers only, not no freaking celebrities?
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
Zippo.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind ring announcers because that's part of the wrestling, but no,
Yes.
no like guest host or.
Albert Finkel should be in the Hall of Fame.
He's not in there yet.
I don't think so. Wait, is it? Wait. Maybe I think he is in. I really don't know, but I think he is in.
Oh, one more thing. Do you remember when Mark Henry and Big Show did that superplex and the whole ring collapse at Vengeance 2000?
Yes.
I just watched that, and
Nice.
and you know I know Mark Henry. I mean, oh, by the way, speaking of Big Show, he hates tape shows. Probably you heard about that, right? In the podcast, Chris Jericho's podcast.
I missed that one.
Yeah, you gotta listen to it, but he hates taping. I agree, it sucks, but they don't do
He
nothing.
hates what?
What?
He hates what?
Tape shows. He likes live shows,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they can't
You
be.
really can't do a live show in London unless you do it in the afternoon because it's 5 hours difference.
Yeah, they could.
You would have to put it on like maybe since it's like 8 o'clock. Then you have to put it on at 3 o'clock. Then
They
it'll be
could.
8 o'clock London time. So you go 8 to 11 London time. Then you go 3 to 6.
You know what? If they really want to, they could do it because, you know, this is the 21st century, and I'm assuming everyone has a DVR. If not, they could always watch it on YouTube. You know,
Right.
they could watch it, and then Raw it hasn't been good in months anyway. So what does it matter? You know.
Right.
So I think they should do it. And another thing is, speaking of UK, I know a lot of people don't think that WrestleMania will ever go UK. If it happens, it happens. You know.
I would love to see it.
I don't mind seeing.
I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, though.
And people can say, "Oh, it's gonna ruin the spoilers." Hey, number one.
You know what? They should do it for the simple reason that they have Tyler Bates and Pete fucking Dunne.
Yes, and then nothing is just stay off the damn.
What are you gonna do with the UK title?
Yeah.
What are they doing with the UK title? It's barely defended.
Yep.
Even though Pete Dunne is I think he's like wrestling in. I don't know where he's wrestling now. I think, he's coming to Brooklyn. I know that in August.
But I'm just saying, what was it saying before you cut me off?
Sorry.
It's okay. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say now. But yeah. If you listen to a Big Show's podcast, Y2J podcast, his guest is the Big Show, and he ripped into WWE. I totally agree, but he won't get in trouble because he's been there for a long time.
Even if he gets in trouble, he'll probably just leave.
Yep.
Stay on anyway.
They need to do something, but they won't do nothing. That's why nobody doesn't watch Raw and SmackDown. But
Right.
I mean, I watched both, and then people watch it again for SummerSlam, but nothing's picking up. They should do something now, but whatever. But
Yeah.
one more thing, are you gonna get W2K18 or no? The game.
I might get it. I have 2K17. Do I have 2K17? I think I have 2K16. I barely play it.
I want to see if they're gonna have a special edition and go from there first. You know.
Well, they have a pre-order edition, I think.
But I don't know if they're gonna have a special edition like they did last year. I don't know if they're gonna do that yet. You know.
I don't know.
But
As long as it's better than 2K17.
what? It sucked.
I didn't really like it. I mean, the whole thing with build your own arena was nice, and I think they had GM mode, and I don't think they had career mode. You know, but
I don't know.
I think there's too many glitches in these 2K games.
Probably because they rushed it. I don't know when they start making it, but they should make this way in advance, not just like I don't know when they start making it.
They probably make it around they start probably doing it around the Royal Rumble time or by WrestleMania.
Yep.
Like, oh, we're gonna do it now. We're gonna make 2K19.
I wish these wrestlers in the game could talk and use their real voices. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I don't think they've done it so far. I don't think so.
And then use real storylines like they did on TV, like old storylines. That'd be cool, but that'd be too much work probably.
And some of these storylines in these 2K games are really corny.
Yeah.
I remember playing SmackDown. I think it was SmackDown 1. And I had my own character. It was under a mask, and they put him. You know, they have these, you know, the backstage segments and stuff. They put me in a thing with Triple H, and Triple H is like talking to me, but you can't really hear what he's saying. Or you just see the polygons just going. You know, I'm like, and then we get put in a match. I'm like, what? Like, how did I get put in a match with Triple H? I didn't do anything to him.
Yeah, Triple H, the game. Yep. Is any where are you from again, Peter?
New Jersey.
Now, did you went to WrestleMania 29?
No, I did not.
Oh, are you glad you missed out or no?
I had no money at the time. Wait, when was 29? Was what, 2012? I think. Wait,
13.
2013. Well, I just started my my old job. I don't have it now. I don't think I would have even went. I would have tried to go for Access, but like a couple months into my job, and I didn't have the money to even go.
Oh.
But I would have went to 29 and stayed at my brother's house because he lives around the same area. So I could have stayed at his house. He could have went with me.
Oh. Anyway, that card was okay, but I'm not gonna go into detail. But you got anything else to say? We're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna sign off now. So if you got anything else to say, Peter.
New Japan D1 special this Saturday. Are you excited?
I just follow WWE only, man. I don't watch. It's too much. It's just too much wrestling going on.
If you are an indie mark, everybody listening on YouTube or wherever this is going to be on, please go watch the G1 special night 1. It's going to be freaking epic. It's going to be epic. Crown a new United States IWGP champion. And from what I'm hearing, it might be Jay Lethal or Adam Page. It's not going to be Kenny Omega, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And they're having Kenny Omega Okada 3. Oh, I wrote it down. I think it's in late coming up in late July. It was coming up in August. Yeah, I think August 12th. That's when it is. Kenny Omega Okada 3 for the IWGP belt, assuming Okada still has the belt by then. He's facing Cody Rhodes at night 2, I think.
Is that how can people watch this? Is that on pay-per-view or how do they access this?
G1 special, the first night is on Access TV, if you have Access TV on Dish or if you get it. I don't know if it's on like Cablevision or anything. I think night 2 might be on New Japan World, the website for New Japan, which I think you have to pay like $15.99 for.
Okay. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you very much. You got anything else to say, or this wraps it up for you? You think?
That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Peter. I really appreciate it. Hold on. Don't say nothing.
Thanks for having me on your show.
I really appreciate. Well, this is a special one. The other ones, I can't find the topics. It's a long story. Hold on. Yeah. Don't hang up. Let me just end this. Everyone have a good one, and thank you for watching. Listening. All my social media accounts down below. My guests, his links down below. Subscribe and all good stuff. If not, we both will give you an RKO out of nowhere. Have a good one.
Actually, what I'll do is give you a package power driver on a bed of nails.
Damn, that's hardcore.
That's how hardcore I am.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Hardcore, I'm extreme.
Okay, Peter, we gotta go. Good night.
I am the extreme god. Hold that by now.